Hello everyone, today, we are going to talk about the topic called, the history of Kosovo. And today's my guests are Yllka, Lucy, and Aarav. Let's begin with the topic. Kosovo is a small, landlocked territory in the Central Balkans of southeastern Europe. Its history is long and complex, shaped by ancient civilizations, medieval states, centuries of Ottoman rule, the rise of nationalism, Yugoslavia, war, international administration, and Kosovo's declaration of independence in 2008. Human settlement in the territory of present-day Kosovo goes back to prehistoric times. Archaeological evidence shows that the region was inhabited by Neolithic communities associated with archaeological cultures such as Starcevo, Vinca, Baden, and Bubanjhum. In antiquity, much of the territory of present-day Kosovo was associated with the region known as Dardania. The Dardanians established a kingdom during the 4th century BC and became an important power in the Central Balkans. Their precise ethnic and cultural classification is debated by historians. Rome expanded into the Balkans during the 2nd and 1st centuries BC, and Dardania was gradually brought under Roman control. Under Roman rule, the region became part of the Roman provincial system. Roman cities, roads, military installations, mines, and trade networks developed throughout the area. Christianity also became established in the region during the Roman period. In the late Roman Empire, administrative reforms created the province of Dardania, although different parts of present-day Kosovo belonged to different Roman provinces. Following the division of the Roman Empire and the decline of Roman authority in the Balkans, the region became part of the Eastern Roman, or Byzantine, world.
During the early and high Middle Ages, political control over the territory of present-day Kosovo changed several times. Parts of the region came under Byzantine and Bulgarian rule, while from the 12th century onward, Kosovo became increasingly important to the medieval Serbian state. During the medieval Serbian period, Kosovo developed into an important political, religious, and cultural center. Major Serbian Orthodox monasteries and churches were founded or expanded in the region, including Gračanica, Visoki Dekani, and the Patriarchate of Pec. One of the most famous events in Kosovo's history occurred in 1389, the Battle of Kosovo. The battle was fought between a coalition led by Serbian Prince Lazar Beljanović and an Ottoman army led by Sultan Murad I. The exact size and composition of the armies are uncertain. Both Prince Lazar and Sultan Murad were killed during or immediately after the battle. The Battle of Kosovo became extremely important in Serbian historical and cultural memory and later developed into a powerful symbol in Serbian national tradition. However, the battle did not immediately result in the complete Ottoman conquest of Kosovo. Ottoman influence and control expanded gradually over the following decades. The Serbian Despotate continued to exist until 1459, when the Ottomans captured Smederevo and brought the medieval Serbian state to an end. By the middle of the 15th century, the territory was firmly incorporated into the expanding Ottoman Empire.
The territory of present-day Kosovo gradually came under Ottoman rule during the 15th century and remained within the Ottoman Empire for several centuries, until the Balkan Wars of 1912 to 1913. During the Ottoman period, Kosovo was home to a diverse population that included Albanians, Serbs, Vlachs or Aromanians, Roma, Turks, and various Slavic-speaking communities. Religious and demographic patterns changed considerably over the centuries. Islamization was a gradual process that began after the Ottoman conquest and continued for generations. Many Albanian Christians eventually converted to Islam, influenced by a combination of social, economic, political, and religious factors. At the same time, significant Christian communities, including Serbian Orthodox and Albanian Catholic communities, continued to exist. Kosovo was incorporated into the Ottoman administrative and economic system and became connected to the wider empire through taxation, trade, agriculture, military service, and administration. During the 19th century, nationalism became increasingly influential throughout the Balkans as the Ottoman Empire weakened. Both Serbian and Albanian national movements developed political claims concerning Kosovo and other territories. In 1878, Albanian leaders established the League of Prizren, which initially sought to protect Albanian-populated territories and obtain greater autonomy within the Ottoman Empire. By the beginning of the 20th century, tensions between the Ottoman government, Albanian national movements, Serbian and Montenegrin interests, and other political forces had intensified, setting the stage for the Balkan Wars and the end of Ottoman rule in Kosovo.
The Ottoman Empire lost most of its remaining European territories during the Balkan Wars of 1912 to 1913. During the First Balkan War in 1912, Serbian and Montenegrin forces captured territory from the Ottoman Empire. Most of present-day Kosovo came under Serbian control, while the western part of the region, including much of Metohija, was incorporated into Montenegro. The new borders were formally recognized by the Treaty of London in 1913. After the Balkan Wars, most of present-day Kosovo was incorporated into the Kingdom of Serbia, while some western areas were part of Montenegro. In 1918, following the First World War, Serbia and Montenegro became part of the newly established Kingdom of Serbs, Croats and Slovenes, which brought most of the territory of present-day Kosovo into the new Yugoslav state. In 1929, the country was officially renamed the Kingdom of Yugoslavia. During the interwar period, Kosovo remained within Yugoslavia. The region experienced significant political, social, and demographic changes. Relations between Albanian and Serbian communities, as well as other groups, were often tense. Major issues included political representation, land ownership, education, language, migration, and national identity. The Yugoslav authorities also introduced land reforms and settlement programs that brought Serbian and Montenegrin colonists into parts of Kosovo. At the same time, many Albanians opposed aspects of the new political order and resisted policies they viewed as discriminatory. These developments contributed to the increasingly complicated relationship between the Albanian and Serbian populations in Kosovo during the first half of the 20th century.
In 1998, armed conflict between Yugoslav and Serbian security forces and the KLA, Kosovo Liberation Army, escalated into the Kosovo War. The conflict caused widespread destruction and displacement. Thousands of people were killed, and hundreds of thousands of civilians were forced from their homes. Serbian and Yugoslav forces were accused of committing widespread abuses against Kosovo Albanian civilians, while the Kosovo Liberation Army was also accused of attacks and abuses against civilians, including Serbs and other communities. The international community became increasingly involved. In 1999, after negotiations failed, NATO began an air campaign against the Federal Republic of Yugoslavia. The bombing campaign lasted for 78 days. In June 1999, Yugoslav and Serbian forces withdrew from Kosovo following an international agreement. United Nations Security Council Resolution 1244 established an international civilian and security presence in Kosovo. NATO-led Kosovo Forces entered Kosovo, while the United Nations established the United Nations Interim Administration Mission in Kosovo, or UNMIK, also known as United Nations Interim Administration Mission in Kosovo.
After the war, Kosovo was placed under international administration while its final political status remained unresolved. Although Kosovo formally remained connected to Serbia under the framework established by Resolution 1244, Kosovo developed increasingly self-governing institutions. The situation remained difficult. Many Kosovo Serbs left their homes during and after the war, while some Albanian and other communities also suffered displacement and violence. The international community attempted to create democratic institutions and protect the rights of Kosovo's different communities. Negotiations over Kosovo's final status continued for years.
After lengthy negotiations failed to produce an agreement between Belgrade and Pristina, Kosovo's political leaders declared independence on February 17, 2008. The declaration proclaimed Kosovo to be an independent and sovereign state. The declaration was controversial. Kosovo's government and many countries recognized it as an independent country, while Serbia rejected the declaration and continues to claim Kosovo as part of Serbia. Several countries, including the United States and many European countries, recognized Kosovo, while other countries, including Serbia, Russia, China, and several other states, did not. In 2010, the International Court of Justice issued an advisory opinion concerning Kosovo's declaration. The court concluded that the Declaration of Independence adopted on February 17, 2008 did not violate international law. Importantly, the court's question concerned the declaration itself. It did not decide that Kosovo was universally recognized as a state or settle the political dispute between Kosovo and Serbia.
Today, Kosovo operates with its own government, parliament, constitution, institutions, and security forces. However, its international status remains disputed because Serbia does not recognize Kosovo's independence, and Kosovo is not a member of the United Nations. The European Union has also been involved in efforts to normalize relations between Kosovo and Serbia. Despite the political dispute, Kosovo has developed its own institutions and international relationships since 2008. Kosovo's population is predominantly ethnic Albanian, with a significant Serbian minority and other communities.
The history of Kosovo cannot be understood as the history of only one people or one political tradition. It is a history involving different peoples, communities, states, and empires, including Albanians and Serbs, as well as the Roman, Byzantine, Ottoman, and Yugoslav political worlds that shaped the region over many centuries. From ancient Dardania and the Roman period, through the medieval Serbian states and centuries of Ottoman rule, to the Balkan Wars, Yugoslavia, the Kosovo War, international administration, and Kosovo's declaration of independence in 2008, the region's history has been shaped by changing political borders, cultures, religions, migrations, political movements, and competing national identities. Even today, Kosovo's international status remains one of the most sensitive political issues in Europe. Understanding Kosovo's history requires examining the experiences of the different communities that have lived in the region and considering the historical evidence carefully. It is also important to distinguish documented historical facts from later interpretations, political narratives, and competing claims. Kosovo's history is therefore not simply the story of one event, one people, or one conflict. It is a long and complex history shaped by centuries of political and social change, and its legacy continues to influence Kosovo, Serbia, the wider Balkans, and Europe today. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching this video, and as always, have a nice day to you all.